municipal ministry that works for tourism is Mrs. Leena Nandan. She is the secretary in the ministry and has recently taken over. Mrs. Nandan is an officer of the 1987 batch of the Uttar Pradesh cadre, and she has served in various capacities in both Uttar Pradesh and central government. She has been in the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, and of course, she also been a part of Ministry of Tourism. So I'm sure she shall be weaving a lot of things of tourism as she now heads the Ministry of Environment and Forest. Mrs. Nandan is a graduate in English from Bihar, from Patna University, and went on to her master's in development management from the Asian Institute of Management at Manila, Philippines. She has written 2 books. The first one titled How to Placate an Angry Naga and Finding One's Feet in the IAS, which she has co-authored with her husband, Shri Jivesh Nandanji. Both the books have been published, and the first one by Penguin and the other one by the Wisdom Tree. So clearly she's been doing a lot with herself. Welcome, ma'am. And we look forward to your thoughts on how we should be weaving environment forest as we take in the 21st century India further ahead from the perspective of tourism. Backroom team, can you just check if Mrs. Nandan's link is working? So I think she's experiencing some technical glitch, and therefore we'll move on with the program at this juncture, and probably she'll join in once again. The links will just drop. But we'll go back to that one later. At this juncture, therefore, I'm going to take you meandering along the beautiful Ganga, Ganga, and so many other rivers of India. India has been known for being a riverine civilization because a lot of our earlier civilizations in all parts of the country have been along the rivers of India. The mighty Brahmaputra, Ganga, Yamuna, Godavari, Krishna, again, in India, you're spoiled for rivers too. And heading the national mission for Clean Ganga on development of tourism along River Ganga is G. Ashok Kumar. He's the Director General there. Ashok belongs to the 91 batch of the IAS. He's from the Telangana cadre, and it's a pleasure to welcome him here today. Incidentally, Ashok and I had shared Sikkim as a space from the point of view of elections that was conducted in 2014, and that was another beautiful state from the tourism perspective. Ashok has been doing a tremendous amount of work in the government. He's worked in civil aviation. He was instrumental in setting up India's Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau. He's also a winner of the Telangana Excellence Award in 2018 and the Jal Mitra Award in 2002. He's worked in the sector of sanitation and has taken the initiative for construction of more than 100,000 individual sanitary latrines, has been working on providing daily drinking water, and what all am I going to read about you, Ashok? That's a lot of things to read about you. So welcome amidst us, and we look forward to your story of how are we linking the Ganga to tourism.
Thank you, Ravinder. Thanks for reminding of those days in Sikkim. Honorable Minister for Tourism, Culture and Donor, Sri G. Kishan Reddy Garu, my senior colleagues, Sri Upendra Prasad Singh, Secretary, Ministry of Textiles, Sri Arvind Singh, Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Leena Nandanji, Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Cultural, Climate Change, Sri Govind Mohan, Secretary, Ministry of Culture, Sri Anand Mahendra, Chairman, Mahindra Group, Colonel Manoj Keshwar, my close friend Sri Kamalodhan Rao, DG, Ministry of Tourism, and all the participants in this webinar. My greetings on the occasion of the National Tourism Day 2022. I thank Arvind sir for getting an opportunity to speak in this function today, because Ganga is a very important aspect for India and also with the large tourism connect. Incredible India and Atiti Deva Bhava are the two buzzwords of Indian tourism. What makes Incredible India attractive to Atiti? Each one has a different take because they have different tastes. With its vast area, ancient history, India has many things to offer to all of them in her repertoire. People look for unique experiences, fun and happiness, inner peace, serenity, serendipity, spirituality. Some are attracted to nature, the mystic and the snow-clad mountains, the sun-kissed beaches, biodiversity. Some fall for arts and culture, history, heritage, and mythology. Some are interested in adventure sports like trekking, river rafting, wildlife, wheels, and cuisines, etc. The Ganga Basin has it all, except the beaches and the sea. Although all rivers are important, Ganga holds a very special place as it symbolizes the collective faith and sentiment and conscience of 1.3 billion people. When it traverses a distance of 2,500 kilometers from Gomukh in Uttarakhand to Ganga Sagar in West Bengal, it offers a treasure of historical legacies, social, cultural, and traditional heritage, ecological diversities, etc., in all the sites that it cuts across. The river is linked to the Asta of the country. No river in the world can invoke the feeling Gangaji evokes. हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि कंकर कंकर में शंकर. It is a link with the past, present, and the future. It is a bandhar of mythology, Mahabharata, and Ramayana. The towns of the banks are replete with history, old universities, forts, battles, wars, our own freedom movement. We also have Ayurveda, beads, cuisines, trekking, rafting, adventure sports are part of it. If these can make heaven and earth, we also have the gateway to the actual heaven, Kashi, Benares, the oldest, the longest living civilization of the world, acknowledged even by the saints. So Ganga has a lot of this to offer. But what are the minimum requirements for the Aditys who want to come? They expect cleanliness, probably good water, good place to stay, good food, good guides, and accessibility. That's what Namami Ganga seeks to provide. In 2014, when the Government of India launched the Namami Ganga mission for the holistic rejuvenation, restoration, and conservation of Ganga Basin, it adopted a multi-sector approach to achieve these features. The four strategic indicators were the Nirmal Ganga, the unpolluted flow, the Avral Ganga, the unrestricted flow, and Jan Ganga, people river connect, and the Gang Ganga, the research policies and knowledge plans. We have tried to achieve the Nirmal Ganga by trying to clean the water, by trying to stop the sewage water which is coming in, by treating it and putting in the river. We are also joining hands with the Swachh Bharat mission to keep the river clean from the litter which comes in. As a part of the Art Ganga, we seek to provide a connect to people and river and the water in the river. We are pushing for organic and natural farming. We are protecting and reviving biodiversity, both flora and fauna. Rudraksha trees and the medicinal plants that we have been planted on and protected, the dolphins and otters that are being protected under the Namami Ganga are one of the examples of how we are reviving the biodiversity here. We are ensuring good flow of water, preventing sewage and dirt from getting to the river. We develop river fronts. With you all, we expect the flow of people to river, because Kumbh is one of the largest gathering of people, and we have very well demonstrated how good water can create a lot of appreciation in that festival. What we have done, I'll just take 2 minutes for that. Mission has sanctioned about 365 projects, got about 30,000 crores till date. And some of these have helped us in getting the Avral and the Nirmal Ganga in place. This has improved the water quality, the flow of river, and the surrounding prime system. This has also helped to boost tourism, which is the testimony of which is the success of the big Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj, and later with Haridwar, And we have also achieved Class A water status in Haridwar, which is one of the highest water quality in the category. We, under the Jan Ganga component, have established Ganga Museum at Chandi Ghat in Haridwar, and there are other similar museums which have been established to showcase the cultural aspects of Ganga. We are also setting up museums in Rishikesh and Patna. We have also developed carts, etc., and so that the people they come to the Ganga at the ghats and then do the puja of Ganga, the RGS, which is also a very major source of tourist attraction. We have also started Jal Shakti safaris on Ganga, River Ganga location, and that is also drawing a lot of crowd. We have also done with Doordarshan and Prasar Bharati a program called Red Red in Ganga, which travelogue series to attract people on the various aspects of the Ganga. Now, coming to what we are planning to do as part of the rural connect and community tourism, we can offer a lot. Because under the concept of Artha Ganga, conceptualized by the Honorable Prime Minister in the first National Ganga Council meeting, where we are trying to contribute at 3% of GDP from this field. 5 sectoral interventions have been identified, and these include the sustainable agriculture, biodiversity and afforestation, cultural heritage and tourism, inland waterways. So, cultural heritage and tourism is a very important part of our future. We are planning to do a lot of activities under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to connect, to improve our connectivity with people by focusing on various aspects of Ganga. Our focus in tourism would be making people connect with the tourism as well as the cultural aspects of things in and around the Ganga basin, and also try to improve the income of the people around the basin. So this will probably help us in getting a better connect with the people. We are also joining hands with Indian waterways authorities for floating community jetties and a roll-on, roll-off terminal. So this can be used for boat cruises, etc., to help the movement of people across the river and also encourage local tourism. So for the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we are planning massive programs along the Ganga basin. Starting from August 15th, 2022, we are planning programs on 75 towns on Ganga basin on various themes. Vocal for local, art, beads and food, or probably setting up stalls for one product exhibitions, local fairs, and even a commentary on the 1857 War of Independence. Because a lot of activities or historical activities were on the banks of the river Ganga. So Ganga committees are there in the district. You can take the lead, and we have the Ganga Prairies and the connect with the Nehru River Kendras who have been helping us in connecting with people there. So with Intact, we have taken up an exhaustive study of what are the architectural heritage and intangible cultural heritage and natural heritage along the 51 districts of the river. And the results have been amazing. We have identified very, very interesting circuits which can be developed around the Ganga basin, like in Varanasi, Mirzapur, Prayag region, which can be extended up to Kanpur, Bihar, Jharkhand, and Bengal. We have found a list of historical forts, for instance, in Prayagraj, Chunar, Buxar, Chetram, Mushirabad, and other lesser forts. Similarly, there are kunds and temples of historical importance which can be potential for tourism. There are Singhavera Pura, an archaeological site near Prayagraj, which is a potential to become a UNESCO heritage site. There are such archaeological sites in Buddha Midinpur, Vaishali, Aligarh, and Hasnapur. There are a lot of floodplains, lakes for ecotourism in Varanasi, Noida, Kanpur, Patna, etc., and wetlands for developing into good potential tourism places like Upardha, near Prayagraj, Surhaha, and etc. There are also identified many historical places for tourism. For instance, the 1857 uprising, many of the things are on the river basin, in Meerut, the Mangal Pandey's village is there. Right down up to Barakpur, there are a lot of areas where this thing happens. So in this Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, it's very appropriate that we take up these celebrations in this area. And very importantly, mythological circuits. There are several Ramayana and Mahabharata circuits here. It's possible the Nishant Raja Forts, Pandava Caves, Surga Roni Sea, Pandukeshwar Lake. All these are part of the Ganga Basin. So there are these things can be connected. So we also plan to have local fairs which can be promoted. So there are a lot of ideas which have been identified in relation with the tourism ministry. So DG tourism and they had a meeting the other day. So we have identified many of things which can be taken up. So as a part of the Asadik Mahotsav, all these will be taken up, and also we want to have more people connected to the river so that it will also help us in sustaining the development progress and the cleaning process we do for the Ganga, as well they give an income for the people around Ganga. So this is some of the initiatives with the Namami Ganga is planning to take up as a part of the tourism in the next 1 year, and